How do I use Chime to actually close more business? How do I use it to actually do more deals? What's up, guys? Hey, today I'm going to show you 2 ways that you can close more business using Chime specifically. All right, so one of the things that I get questioned on all the time is how do I use Chime to actually close more business? How do I use it to actually do more deals? And what is my daily schedule supposed to look like when using Chime? So I'm going to show you 2 things right now that you can do immediately to increase the number of deals that you do using Chime. Here we go. All right, so I have logged into my demo account here, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing to use Chime to close more business. This is the first thing that I do when I sit down in the morning. So the first thing you're going to do is come to listings, and you're going to come over here to hot sheets. And if you notice, I have a few in here already. These hot sheets are quick ways that you can see what new houses are coming on the market in each specific area that you work. Now, if you're an agent in Phoenix, I'm going to use this as a great example because that's where my demo account is based. So if you notice, I have Tempe, I have new listings in Scottsdale, and I have Phoenix new listings. Now, what I've done here is I've created these hot sheets so that it's very easy for me to find new listings in the areas that I work. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Let's say you're in the Phoenix area and you want to create a hot sheet for Glendale. Okay, so I'm going to type in Glendale. Glendale, Arizona is the city I'm going to select. I'm going to come over here to time frame. Now, I want to see all houses that were listed within about the last 24 hours. Since I'm doing this first thing in the morning, usually new properties haven't come on quite yet. So I want to use everything that came on the market yesterday. Now, there's a reason for this, and I'll explain in a minute. But I'm going to choose yesterday as my time frame. I don't care about excluding location, price, beds, any of that. What I do care about is that in my business, I don't work rentals. So I want to make sure that the purchase type is a sale. The other thing I want to make sure is that this is an active property. So I'm going to select active. And then property type, I want to make sure that I only work with single family, multifamily, condo, townhouse. I don't sell mobile homes, vacant land, or commercial. So this suits me. If you do sell one of those, you can select one of those as well. All right. I don't do anything else with any of the rest of this. I leave it as wide open as I can, so it gives me the most potential of leads that match. I'll explain. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and hit apply, and we are going to save this sheet by adding a sheet, Glendale new listings. That's what we're calling this. Glendale new listings. All right, so that's done. Now, if you notice, I have a few of these sheets over here. Let's take a look at Phoenix. So these are new homes that have come on the market in Phoenix. If you notice here, viewed match leads, and then there's a little parentheses with a 1 in there. That means I have 1 matched lead for this property. You are likely going to have more. You have to remember this is a demo account. I don't have a lot of data in here. All right, so we're gonna click on view matched lead, and look what happens. I have the lead name, the pipeline that they're in, and the criteria that cause them to be a match lead. So they have 6 matching factors for this one property. They're in Phoenix, 300 to 725, that's a price range. Single family home, 3-bed, 2-bath, and then the square footage matches as well. Since they have 5 matching factors or greater, I am going to send this person a text. Now, if there were multiple, let's say you had 20 in here that all had 5 matching factors or greater, select all of them and you can bulk text them. They will each get an individual text. They will have no idea that you bulk text them. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna select the 1 lead we have in here. We're gonna hit text. Okay. I am going to change this because I actually don't like the way that this template is laid out. You can create your own template for it, and you can just do that by going into settings, templates, text templates, and you can actually create a template for this. I don't have that. This is a demo account. So what I'm going to do in here is I'm going to say, hi lead first name, saw this property today, and it made me think of you. I got a new keyboard, can you tell? What do you think about it? Well, I just go, what do you think? What do you think? Pretty simple, right? Now, at the end, you can put in your name if you want to. I usually don't. I leave that blank. Okay? Hi, lead first name. Saw this property today, and it made me think of you. What do you think? Simple as that, right? Now I'm going to send that. So if I send it to one lead, in this case, it would just go to the one person. But if you ended up having, let's say, 20 matched leads with 5 matching factors or greater, it would go to each one of them as an individual text. They would have no idea that you sent that to everybody else. The reason that I'm doing this is because, yeah, that lead may have gotten that property in their email already. But this is showing that you go above and beyond. And it's also starting to cast doubt that the emails that you send out with property information are actually automated. It's going to throw a little bit of doubt in there. They're going to start thinking, wait, is he really sending these individually to me? Like, is he handpicking these properties? He has to be, because he also texts this to me. It's just giving you a little bit of a leg up over the other agents that are only sending emails to them. This is also going to be a text to them showing like, hey, I saw this. Maybe this is worth going to see. Pretty simple, right? I'm going to go through and I'm going to do that for every property that has matched leads for it. Now, I will then move into the next city, Scottsdale, Tempe, Glendale, and do this for all of them as well. You can also do this for houses that are back on the market. Now, there are none right now, but any that pop up as back on the market, this is a great way to find people that possibly have engaged with that listing before. Let me show you how that works. So when I click on viewed matching leads, anybody that has engaged with this listing or anybody that has requested a showing on this listing actually show up in different categories. Engaged means favorited. So if they have favorited this property, let's see that maybe they saw it earlier and they favorited it, or maybe they requested a showing on it. Those two things are very powerful and you can use those. So let's say, for example, you went into your back on market tab and you saw that there was a buyer that matched that was in the previously showed the home to or inquired on. So let's say they requested a showing or they engaged with this listing. Those are two categories that you should be sending this listing to, saying something along the lines of, hey, did you notice that this property came back on the market? Do you want to go check it out? See how powerful that is? The other big one, price reduced. This is a huge one. Let's say, for example, we had a matched lead that had requested a showing on a house that had a price reduction, or more importantly, had engaged with that listing. They had favorited it. I would send a text to this person, hey, did you see that 123 Main Street just had a huge price reduction? What do you think? Want to go check it out? Simple as that. I'm now using the tools that Chime has given me to be able to get in front of people proactively. This is the first thing I do when I walk into the office and sit down in the morning. I knock this out immediately. We have a database of about 3 million leads at this point. Takes us roughly 2 hours to get through. Pretty simple. The next big thing that I do, and since I'm in a demo account, it's not gonna have any data in there, but I'm gonna click on this little tab up here with the $sign. This is your opportunities tab. This is where all activities that happen on your site are logged. Now, what Chime is doing in the back end is they're gonna start paying attention to, hey, what's this lead doing? Is the lead starting to raise their hand? If they are, you're going to see activities in here that are yellow. That is a really great reason to click on the lead and start paying attention to what they're doing on your website. Maybe they've used your mortgage calculator. Maybe they've gone through and viewed the listing 3 times. These are all things that you now have a reason to reach out to that lead. Very simple. If you see yellow, click on the lead and pay attention to what's happening with that lead. What did they do? Did they view a listing 3 times? It's a great reason to reach out to someone. Did they use the mortgage calculator? Great reason to have your lender reach out to them. See where I'm going with that? The other one that you need to pay attention to is a green icon. If you see a green icon in your opportunities tab, baby, that is money on the line. you should be doing something with that lead. Call that lead, check in with that lead. What I have found is that when there is a green opportunity in there, they're either going to want to go see the house or going to want to talk to you about listing their house. So green is money. Green, green, green. So anyways, that's where I start my day. I start my day in the hot sheet, and then I move over into the opportunity tab. Those are the two places that I start. I'm going to throw one more at you, so we'll make this number 3. But number 3, what I'll do is I come over here into the bell, and I come to the task manager. And I just make sure that I have no task reminders. If I have any task reminder in here, I make sure to knock that out. Task reminders are caused by people requesting appointments with you, people requesting showings with you, and the smart plans sometimes will put a task in there. If you have any of my smart plans, my automated stuff, that it is very task heavy, and it will start having you make phone calls and reach out to your leads for you. These are just gentle reminders to reach out to people. Anyways, those are my top 3 tips. I know I told you I was going to give you 2, but sometimes I like throwing in a curveball to everybody. So I hope that helped you. You guys have a great rest of your day. Talk soon.